Yes, welcome back to Red Dusk, everybody. The little mod that asks the question, what if the Soviet Union didn't fall in 1991? Because this guy Gennady Yanayev did a little coup against Gorbachev. Currently we're doing really bad. People want to break away from us, and we're just doing shit right now. Again, I've been playing communist nations way too much, and now I'm starting to play Russia, or Belarus, I should say, more often. But I'll take a break from the far left and just Europe in general very soon. For now, I gotta support the KGB once again. Their leader is Putin. However, I will not be playing him this time around. Or I won't be playing him for too long this time around. Yeah, currently though, my leader is Mr. Yanayev, but eventually he'll resign. Yeah, I'll skip the starting lore events. We already know the gist of what happened, man. Soviet Union got couped, and then didn't go boom boom bye bye in 1991. Okay, after just going through this focus tree and supporting some random African warlords, I've finally gotten around to Yanayev's resignation. I've also boosted the KGB enough to be the most popular party, and that should mean that they'll take over once he does in fact resign. Okay, the end of an era. Mr. Yanayev is now gone, and we're led by the CPC. Now I simply need to get the KGB leader in charge. Alright, sweet, the party meeting, and yeah, Vladimir Putin is back in charge of the Soviet Union once again. And now I simply gotta go down this whole focus tree in order to get to the next party congress. I'm honestly probably just gonna skip this whole part where I gotta get through the focus tree. I'm not really doing much aside from purging people, ending the ethnic conflicts in my land, and then reintegrating the breakaway states. Well, in classic Putin fashion, he's about to denounce the August coup. Actually, I don't really know if that would be in classic Putin fashion, but he's doing it. Let's just say he isn't much of a communist man. Very soon I'm going to get around to the more important stuff, so that's great. But for now, I just gotta underdo some major and minor reforms in order to fix myself. Well, surprisingly enough, we just pardoned Mr. Gorbachev. Yeah, there he is. Well, I mean, it's wholesome, though. At least we didn't execute the old bastard. That's no bueno. Hopefully me showing that on YouTube doesn't give me like a little strike or anything. Well, it almost feels like a requirement at this point. We're gonna have the Dugin reference, man. Putin and Dugin talking together over the phone. Can you imagine that, man? Wouldn't that be cursed? Okay, well, I'm kind of dingus now, but who cares? Finally, I can introduce an era of stability after going through this whole little focus tree. And now I simply need to secure all this people who are trying to revolt against me, and then invade those who did. But yeah, I'm just gonna quickly speedrun through these revolt crushing focuses. It shouldn't take too long. All of my guys are ready and in position. Alright, that's all of the uprisings pretty much, all the demilitarized zones pretty much cleared up. I simply just spammed the event, or the decisions to lower their resistance, and yeah, now they're gone. That was really easy. And finally, I can get around to, first of all, ending the ethnic conflicts, or the rising separatism, whatever you want to call it. And then I can get around to, obliterating the little traitors that broke away from me oh so long ago. Alrighty, now I'm at war with all the little splinters that broke away from me. They will be incredibly easy to take down, though. Yep, Soviet invasion of the former SSR. Isn't that crazy? Okay, sweet, there goes Riga and Latvia, perfect. Let's just now enter Tallinn. There goes Estonia, perfect. Now then, let's just quickly re-enter and retake the Caucasus. Okay, cool, there goes Yerevan, and there's Azerbaijan. Just gonna take on Armenia now. Very nice. And now all the splinters have rejoined myself, and I can finally hold the 31st Party Congress and decide what the future of the USSR shall be. Will it be glory and conquest, or will it be collapse and failure? You guys know if you saw the thumbnail, or just know just know the basic concept of this video. 31st Congress, there it is, man. Finally, the event that I've been waiting for. And well, yeah, last time I went voting in favor, which meant that the Soviet Union would stay around. However, this time, we're gonna have the Congress vote against, bringing along some drastic consequences. Yes, indeed. And yeah, that'll spell the end for the Soviet Union. Yep, there it is. The end begins. And now we have to begin the contingency plan. I got myself a new focus tree. Okay, now everything's going to trash, dude. It's clear as day. Is that Zhuganov? Yeah, it's Zhuganov and Zhirinovsky. Would you look at that, man? That's crazy. Okay. But yeah, now we have the ability to choose between either peacefully resolving the whole problem or using the military. Obviously, we're using the military because if I go peaceful, then that actually saves the Soviet Union, and I don't want to do that. What I want to do is make all of Russia into Tiananmen Square. Red Star burns. Where the hell is damage control? They're already dead. Now it's time for the Battle of Moscow, and yeah, that'll truly spell the end for the once great Soviet Union. Oh wow, all of Siberia is demilitarized. Okay, here it is, the Battle of Moscow. And yeah, I got 3 pretty cool options. We could either have Moscow hold and Vladimir Putin becomes a paternal autocrat, Politburo somehow coming into power, or just having Moscow fall. And we're having it fall, man. Yeah, the collapse is soon going to occur. Battle of Moscow, tragic indeed. Moscow is now demilitarized. Yes, the nightmare has been unleashed. Static. The darkest night awaits the Union. Okay, and Russia has now gone to shit, as you can see, and I have a number of different warlords to choose. However, I'm going to Belarus today, once again, for it shall be my job as Mr. Lukashenko to reunify the USSR. Sadly, I don't really have a real focus tree, but that's okay. For now, yeah, I just gotta try and salvage what remains. I have 20 divisions though, man, that's crazy. And they are all pretty damn good, that's great. How about my generals? I have a bunch of nobodies, cool. I got an Eggman and 2 nobodies, that's awesome. Who is everybody? So we got Dugin, of course. Ooh, Soviet Civil War, the darkest night is ahead. Medvedev, okay, what the hell? And a bunch of other people who I don't recognize. Of course, we have the OUN though, man. We gotta kill them. Well, Moscow just collapsed even more, and now Zhirinovsky's in charge. Oh god. An unpleasant surprise. Ooh, I took some land, and now I'm known as the Soviet Reclamation Government. Very cool. Yeah, I stole some land from Mr. Zhirinovsky. That's awesome. From Minsk to Tallinn, the Union grows stronger. Okay, nice. Well, I just annexed the Baltic guy. Well, I am probably the most legitimate Soviet government now. I'm simply going to wait until I can attack people. But when can I intervene? I can intervene... Okay, so they gotta be at peace first. But yeah, I'm not even, communist, by the way. I'm eternal autocrat, as Lukashenko naturally would be. I simply gotta wait for the Moscow warlords to finish their little conflict so I can then attack them. That'll take quite a while though. For now, I just gotta build up my current territory. But oh dear lord, I gotta choose between drafting children into the army or drafting the elderly. Batka's fiefdom. Bruh. Is Lukashenko Batka? Does Batka mean father or something, man? I don't know. Okay, finally. Zhirinovsky killed the man. Killed Task Force Moscow, that's good. Yes, and now I can tackle Moscow. Zhirinovsky might honestly be pretty hard. He does have a lot of stuff.
Whoa, what the?
Well, surprisingly, this time around, Task Force Moscow is actually curb stomping Zhirinovsky. I hope they are far weaker than Zhirinovsky than if they do end up beating him. Yeah, for now, I'm just training as much of this basic infantry division as I can. I just need a lot of men out in the field, man. Yeah, Task Force Moscow just took Moscow. So, yeah, Zhirinovsky's screwed. That's great. Children develop the ability to pull complex mechanisms such as triggers by the time they are 6 or 7. So we're just recruiting 6 and 7-year-olds into the army. This is bad. Okay, perfect. They finally beat Zhirinovsky, and god, now the RSFSR is back and fucking massive. I'll do my best to beat him. I have been preparing for a war like this for quite a while, so I hope that all my preparation is worth it. But yeah, I'll actually just go on Moscow right now. My army is far more prepared this time because I have 51 divisions, but they also have a large army, so we'll see how this goes. The Soviet Reclamation Government shall do exactly what it's called in reclaiming the Soviet Union, aka Russia. Let's try and just spear it up to Leningrad. Oh, his capital isn't in Moscow either, it's in Tula. Okay, so far, the war is not as bad as Mr. Zhirinovsky. Yeah, I'm actually able to push this guy. Thank God, dude. And Leningrad has fallen. Simply gotta get to Moscow and probably some more cities as well. Oh god, lag spike. Oh my fucking god. The game just fucking crashed. Are you kidding? Alright, this time I've just turned down the graphics to an extreme amount. And I am just hoping and praying that it works, man. Like, I got rid of shaders, buildings, trees, forests, weather, everything. V-Sync, man? I've gotten rid of everything. I just hope and pray that it ends up working this time around. Okay, sweet. Moscow is lightly garrisoned, and as a result, it has fallen to me. I don't know where his capital is. He doesn't have one, I guess. Doesn't really matter, though. He's pretty much dead. Just gotta keep on sinking down his VPs. Perfect. There goes the RSFSR. And now I, Lukashenko, otherwise known as the Soviet Reclamation Government, has come into control of the most important part of Russia. So now I can go after Murmansk and the Caucasian guy. He has quite a bit of stuff, and the border is quite narrow. The second RSFSR, alright. And he just declared war on me, okay. And yeah, he's not going to be able to hold up against me, that's beautiful. Even the child soldiers, now professional, battle-hardened men, can beat them, that's crazy. And the Great Asian War has now begun. So now, Japan and China are fighting. And a massive economic crash shall ensue. A global supply chain, that sucks. On the bright side, though, I was able to take back the Caucasus. However, on the bad side, my economy is now absolute trash, but I can fix it, thankfully. So who else am I able to kill? Murmansk, Crimea, in the east. I gotta wait for Nemtsov and Dugin to finish duking it out in the east. Alright. No, I'll go after Crimea first. But I got more divisions. Oh, because I just annexed them. Sweet. Yeah, and then I'll go after Murmansk next. And then honestly, I'm just gonna start doing some foreign meddling. Yeah, let's quickly secure Murmansk. Okay, well, I just automatically annexed them. That's good, though. I got a very large army now. Even more industry. And cores? No cores, actually. It's unfortunate. Alrighty, but yeah, I'll just start meddling around in the rest of the world whilst waiting for the other splinter Russian states to slowly unify. Yeah, I'm just gonna tag over to the RPR, the Russian Provisional Republic, just to move their divisions around, man. Like, the capital's wide fucking open, and you're not taking advantage of that. Your divisions also all have supplies, and yet you're still not advancing in. Come on, you could just kill Dugin right now. Okay, finally, man. The fucking, what's his name? The Russian Provisional Republic finally beat Dugin. Okay, here we go. I can beat him. Well, that's unfortunate for you, you liberal libtards. You can't stand up against the might of the Soviet Reclamation Government under our glorious leader, our glorious Batka, Mr. Lukashenko. I'm gonna keep on shepherding, though, until I'm able to reunify Russia, because they're just stuck in eternal wars of just stagnation, the other warlords, so I gotta get some of them to win. I'm also gonna go off of scraping the barrel soon, because I have enough manpower. I have plenty of manpower. I just gotta take Magnitogorsk, I'm pretty sure. Never mind, there we go. Anyways, that's the roles now having been integrated into myself. And yeah, back to shepherding. I deleted all of Medvedev's troops just so we could start losing. But that's all I've done so far. Actually, I don't have a decision to attack these guys, so we'll see what happens. I might need to have one of these guys win over here as well. Yeah, I might also have to cheat in Kazakhstan if they don't end up winning there or two. God, I wish I wasn't cheating so much. Okay, there goes the Free Airborne crew conquering that one guy, conquering Medvedev. Okay, good. There goes the Holy Rus. Yep, these guys now united. Let's see what happens between these two. I hope they start fighting. Okay, Kazakhstan has finally beat the Caliphate down there. And yes. Now the East has turned into a complete utter shit show. So yeah, time for me to go back into just doing nothing again. Yes, finally! The Airborne Oak crew beat the Eastern guy, and now there is only he and I left as the contenders for Russia. Holy crap, guys, after a lot, and I do in fact mean a lot of blatant shepherding, I can finally trek eastwards in 30 days, okay. And I'll soon be able to officially reunify Russia. I don't want this to be a challenge, man. I just want to get this whole unification thing over with. From fighting Zhirinovsky, that big old pain in the ass, to the game continuously crashing to me having to be AFKing for a long ass time. Like, I'm just tired, man. I want to get this over with. Wow, I lost all of my stability in war support. Okay. Yeah, nothing's gonna stand in our father Batka Lukashenko's way. We will reunify this Soviet Union. Because I am, after all, the Soviet Reclamation Government, so it is my number one priority. Oh, you've gotta be shitting me, they have cores on Vladivostok. Oh my god. They don't core anything along the way, too, man. That's just great, so I won't be getting any more any more capitulation progress until I get to Vladivostok. Okay, guys, I'm finally actually starting to break through. Holy crap, man, this has been one of the worst wars I've ever had to fight, man. I just simply need to push down to Vladivostok, and then I win. Alright, we're closing in on their final major city, and they have died. After 2 million of their men being dead, I finally won. Lukashenko, and the Soviet reclamation government have finally reclaimed Russia, and I can officially declare victory. Let's do it, man.
Стоим с тобой, витайте, готовы бой, солдатский строй, играйте. Марш Украиной мой и твой, за Беларусь мою, сгоним и горой.
Russian reunification. It is not heroes that make history, but history that makes heroes. Joseph Stalin. Direct rule from Minsk. Alexander Lukashenko has restored the Soviet Union, a Belarusian USSR. This is disgusting, man. What the fuck is that flag? But hey, I finally did it. I finally united Russia. And I even get some extra content. That's great. So yeah, first of all, I'm gonna deal with Ukraine. God, why do I have to be named the USSR too? And with this color, with this toothpaste ass color. This is so disgusting, man. The audacity for Lukashenko to call this country the USSR when we aren't even communist and we have the Belarusian flag and our fucking party is called the Communist Party of Belarus even though we aren't communist in the first place, man. It's Lukashenko though, so why wouldn't it be stupid? Oh, I just outright annexed him. Okay, well, that was easy. Well, time for a little special military operation into communist Ukraine. It's fucking 2010, man. God damn, it's so late in the game. It's literally the modern day. Dude, I'm surprised that, like, just the Russians, or just, like, the people of this new Soviet Union are just accepting his rule, too. Like, why would you accept this stupid man's rule? There goes Ukraine. Now just for Moldova. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. And I can now reorganize Ukraine. Honestly, though, guys, I think I'm gonna just invade Eastern Europe just for shits and giggles. Alrighty, guys, I have 5 full armies now prepared to invade Eastern Europe. And, yeah, this will be my final war. I can't do it, legitimately, sadly, so I will have to pull out the old console. And yeah, I'm only gonna conquer Poland, Hungary, Romania, and Yugoslavia, because they're all not in NATO. Okay, well, here we go. Sorry for more cheating, guys, but it's just so I can make this cursed playthrough even more cursed.
Год за годом растут большие города, все для народа. В любое время года нам навстречу встает великая страна. Так добрый вечер, привет с большого Батуна. Встрече, но если кто-то не здоров, так я отвечу, что мы без докторов болезни лечим. Бокалом доброго вина, так добрый вечер, привет с большого Батуна. Все слышен звон гитарных струн, а свежий ветер разносит по планете песни эти. Поет и белый чугун, нет на свете прекрасней города Бадун. Привет с большого Батуна. Привет с большого Батуна.
Sadly, I can't release any nations, but that's fine, I guess. I'm just gonna call it here because I am tired. This was a super long campaign and it was super memey as well. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed Mr. Lukashenko's wild ride from, first of all, being a part of the USSR when it was whole, but then to it being collapsed and being in charge of the Belarus. And now to him being in charge of a weird Belarusian toothpaste USSR, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I'll see you all in the next one, and I hope you all have a good one. See ya.